Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jillian and Debbie's second annual Christmas show. This year, we're a little bit different. We're on Zoom, our least favorite platform, but guess what? We're together. It's Christmas Eve, and we have put an amazing show together for you. Now, I must say, the one thing I am missing about being in a live theater tonight are all the fun gift exchanges we used to do. It's always a great time of year, our Christmas show. It gives you a reason to recycle the gifts that you got last year. I really like Christmas gifts. Sometimes they're amazing. Sometimes I would give them away at shows. The best Christmas gift I ever got was this Jesus. LED light up, changes colors, Jesus for Christmas. The best gift I ever got. This year, if you're missing out on the gift part of our show and really want something, I'm going to be giving away prizes to those of you who are out there watching. They're all the fun, crafty things that I did while in a pandemic. First up, my Ruth Bader Ginsburg nightlight. That's right, this can be yours for just watching this amazing Christmas show. I want you to have a wonderful Christmas. Write in the comment that you want that nightlight. Don't fret, it's not just the nightlight we have. I also made rainbow mittens. Rainbow mittens would have been under the tree at my show tonight, and if you want these rainbow mittens, they are a 1953 patterned size, small for women. But don't let that stop you if you are not a woman or you are non-binary. They will fit somebody you love, and that's all that matters. Next, in my amazing pandemic, I don't know how to do any arts and crafts well, is my 1970s tribute nail art on an old piece of wood I found in the garbage. This too can be yours. It's got a heart and a lot of strings, and I call it the Journey to Love. But you know, Christmas is not just about gifts. Christmas is about performance and getting accolades, and we performers really are missing that. So please, we are so excited to bring you an amazing lineup tonight. You'll see my co-host Debbie a little later, but for now, I want to introduce our first guest. She is coming to us live from somewhere in California, surrounded by family and friends and a dog or two. Please welcome to the stage, Kelly Dwyer.
Hi, everybody. Oh, hi. Welcome. Come on in. It's so good to see you. If you don't mind, if you could just go ahead and take your shoes off. That's the kind of house we do here. Merry Christmas. Come on in. We have so many people here. There's my sister-in-law. And there's my nephew, Caleb. This is a new pupper that I don't know very well. Oh, this is my nephew, AJ. And, of course, my dog, Tucker. You guys all know my husband, Craig. And hey, Dad. Do you have a Tom and Jerry for me? My dad's made some Tom and Jerry's. Hey.
Hey, yeah, try it. It might be still too hot.
Hi, say hi to everybody, Dad.
Hey.
Cheers. This is our annual Christmas drink.
Tom
Got a
and
little
Jerry's.
brandy in it, if you know what I'm saying, and I think that
Brandy
you do.
and
This is Willis over here. He's an amazing police officer, protecting and serving. That's right.
Merry
and
Christmas.
and I think we're gonna do maybe. Let's see. Hey, AJ, you want to sing a song with me? Want to do Jingle Bells?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Ready? Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Everybody! Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
what's that other song?
What's the one? What's with your teeth? No, what's your teeth one? What's your teeth one?
Oh, I haven't heard that.
What's it called? How's it go? I miss my teeth. What is it called?
All I
want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. Well, you guys can see that things are going on here, and I made a little video for just this occasion, and I'm going to go ahead and play that now. Merry Christmas to you and yours, and when the video ends, maybe I won't see you again. I really don't know how this is going to work, but I love this. I love Bridget. I love Jillian and Debbie, and may you have a non-COVID Christmas. Hold on, hold on, buddy. Hold on. All right, I'm queuing something up. Here we go. I think we're gonna launch off. It's gonna happen. I gotta rewind it back to the beginning. Hopefully it goes well. If not, they'll cut me off. Cheers, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Maybe I've overstayed my welcome,
Love you.
and I have a nauseating personality. More and more clear, I'm not invited cause you're sick of
You see my
me.
video? I made a video.
I make a lot of people feel bad, yet others tolerate. Take me out as their +1, and I leave with this Santa smell. No one wants COVID for Christmas. No formal leave has come. I count on those who let me in, and I'm asking hoaxes, misguided Christians. I'm a little bit like a virus vampire. Once you ask me in, I'll get to go home with everyone you know and possibly kill your friend Tim. No, not Tim. I'm not such a bad girl. I'm just living my best life. I really want to be your friend and have a threesome with your wife. I really love crowded indoor celebrations. The bigger the better. Your little family Christmas will do, but I prefer a super spreader. No one wants COVID for Christmas. No formal invite has come. I count on those who let me in, and I'm asking hoaxes are so fucking dumb.
And everybody gets a mustache.
Hold on, let me make sure everything's good.
I will not wait till next year. I'll be at your winter yoga retreat, high school reunion on Christmas Eve, your secret New Year's basement party, the last minute sheet deal to Hawaii. I'll meet you at the slot machines. I know I'm sort of rushing things because next year, there'll be a vaccine. Oh wait, what's that? Some of you will refuse the vaccine. You don't trust science. You'll be saved by zinc and vitamin C. Keep yelling personal liberty. I look forward to our date. You're obviously meant to meet. Your stupidity caused your fate. Cha 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 cha. COVID cha cha cha. Cha 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 cha. COVID cha cha cha.
All right, I hope that worked.
How'd that turn out? Okay.
How did it go? I have no idea.
Are you still on?
I have, yes, maybe not.
You can't tell.
Hello? Well, Merry Christmas. Yay. I have a yay, a 511 yay, and it's 511, so everything must have went well. I don't know where Debbie is, but
I'm right here.
there she is. It's like a
Hiya,
Christmas
Kilster.
miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. She's in the dark, though. What's happening? Oh, cheers.
Thanks so much, Killy. Everyone give it up for Killy Mockstar Dwyer. That was so amazing. I love that video. I'm coming to you from under St. Mark's. I'm the one of our group tonight that's actually at a theater, complete with all the dings and dangs of the old building heat. So our next performer is born in Brooklyn, coming to you live streamed from Brooklyn. And even during a pandemic, this guy has been performing all over the place, in parks, in backyards, and probably playgrounds too. Let's everybody give it up for Calvin Cato.
Hi, hello. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm using a proper microphone this time. I hope you liked what I'm wearing. Get into this Amazon casual separate that I bought because I have given up, you guys. I've given up. This is $7.99 on Amazon. I was like, I'm not going to lose. Parker Lewis can't lose. That's what we're doing now. I got these budget Apple ear speakers. They're called Pairs. Things aren't working out. Okay, 2020, it's got to go. We're done. I want to be able to wear clothes again. Like, that's my aspiration. Because I have completely given up. Like, I saw, like, Killy, you actually put on, like, a dress and, like, boots. That's very complicated. How do laces work? I have no idea. Like, I have reached the point in the quarantine where I spent 4 days just wearing a towel. Like, just wearing a towel. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever been in a state of almost gonna shower? That was me for 4 days. Just being like, Netflix as if I'm still watching. And I am. So why waste the body wash? Why waste the body wash? It's like, I'm so jealous because Kelly's around her whole family and like I'm quarantined, I'm alone, I have no roommates, I'm single. Like, who am I getting dressed up for? My hand? It doesn't matter anymore. Does not matter anymore. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have been doing some shows outdoors. I was like I'm still being very safe about it, but I did this show outdoors recently and I did not realize how much I missed the taste of outdoor air. Outdoor air, it's so good. I was like, I can taste oxygen and nitrogen. I can taste the nitrogen. Oh my God, is that argon? I could taste the argon. It's beautiful. I did a show in this park and like a dog started peeing and I felt immediately nostalgic. Like, that's how bad it is. I was like, oh my, is this wafts of urea? Like, I was swirling the air around in an invisible wine glass and smelling it. I miss outdoors so much. It's bad. Like, and it's just so weird to be so single during this quarantine. It's been several months now, and my friend was like, you should go on a virtual date. I think you should try virtual dating. So you guys, I did. I went on my first virtual date. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm on OnlyFans. I'm on OnlyFans now. I'm really sorry. After this, I have another gig, so the bathroom's coming off. I'm just saying, an old man paid to watch me drink in a thong, and that's the best date I've been on in 3 years. So I'm just saying, Graybeard 69, maybe we can do it. Sad. I will say this. I have been on dating apps still. And it's mainly because I love the names on dating apps now. It's so much more militant than it used to be because of the political climate. Like, because I feel like I used to see names that were like Cutie Pie 84. And now I see names that are like Black Lives Matter, all cops are bad, also I swallow. Like, they're doing a lot. And I'm very happy about it. I'm like, you know what? Yes, Malcolm XXX, let's do this. Let's do this craziness. I actually did go on like a real life date recently, which went pretty well. I went back to his place and we had COVID foreplay. Do you know what COVID foreplay is? That's where you wash each other's hands. It's like so cute, washing each other's hands, you know? I was like, oh my God, is that Dial? You better dial me into this dial me in. It was so good. His soap suds touched my soap suds, and then Lauryn Hill started playing. It was beautiful. It was a love connection into it. And I'm so jealous of like people who've been like created during the quarantine. Like I know friends who are like, you know, still putting out music videos, you're doing stuff on Instagram. My friend called me and she was like, oh my God, I just wrote a screenplay. And I was like, not on cocaine? How did you do that? But she did. And I feel so lazy because the most I've done during this quarantine is write jokes about the difference between my bedroom and my living room. Like, I literally became the Chris Rock of my own apartment. Like, bedroom and living room humor, like men and women are different. That's crazy. Like, I literally was like, bedrooms be like, where the TV at? Like, that's what I'm doing now. What is life? What is life? I do want to get to next year. That's my main goal. I want to get to next year. I'm just trying to stay sane and sober. That's not even true. Staying sober. I bought Christmas Budweiser. Did you know that Budweiser is now sponsoring Christmas? So much for that war on holidays, guys. But I have one New Year's resolution. It's a resolution I make every year, pretty much. And that resolution is more drugs, less dealers. That's my main goal. But I have too many dealers in my phone. Too many. Like a couple weeks ago, I got a message from a drug dealer that was like, "Happy holidays, and I hope you're staying safe and away from COVID." And I was like, wow, my mom doesn't even talk to me this much. This is so nice of you, Jose from Astoria. I really need this hug and also an 8-ball. Thank you so much. Love it. And I am worried because I haven't been, other than like doing these shows, I haven't been like working really, like because I had a job and I lost it during COVID, or rather, I prefer to say that my job gave me up for Lent. That sounds a lot better, more Christian and holy. But I kind of need to, I feel like I need to work in an office again, because like I am home so much. Like I'm home so much that my browser history is nasty. It's nasty. Like, you know, it's bad when your friend is like, "Hey, can I borrow your laptop?" And you're like, "Yeah, you can borrow my," "Ooh, use Firefox. Use Firefox." Don't use Google Chrome. The autofill is going to be eye-opening. Very, very eye-opening. Unless your website begins with a B. If it begins with a B, you're safe. Anything else, I've discovered all fetishes. I've discovered all of them. It's crazy. So, you know, I will leave you guys on this. Happy holidays, and please continue to support your fellow artists. We are all starving right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, my fridge is empty because I cannot afford to put things in it. I've reached the phase where I'm past eating everything in the fridge. Now I'm just hoping for a stimulus check so that I can fit a sausage in my mouth. The good kind, not the bad kind. Stay safe, guys. Thank you guys so much for having me and my robe and this very jingoistic handkerchief that I put on my head for no reason. And have a good night. Thank you. I'll just keep waving. I'll just smile.
So Mysterious is your next performer. He's coming to us live from a secret location where their COVID numbers are so low. He's in a theater with an audience. Please welcome to the stage, Gregor of Berlin.
Let's go.
Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gregor of Berlin, Germany's most popular entertainer, and I'm here to shed a little starlight and sparkle for the holiday season. Are you all looking forward to the holidays? Some of you have told the truth, and some of you have felt the need to lie to me. It is quite upsetting. I was hoping to commune with all of you, but a relationship built on lies can never flourish. I understand that you're filled with angst and horror and dread at the idea of another Christmas dinner with your interminable relatives. That is why I'm here, to help you forget for a little while, to entertain you. I'd like to share with you now, with your kind permission, a beloved folk tale of Christmas in Germany. May I share this folk tale with you now? You're too kind. Dankeschön. It is a tale beloved by the children of the Schwarzwälder region, the Black Forest. It is the Sagen des Rudolf Ratschnauz, the tale of Rudolf Rednose. Rudolf was a deer. He should have lived an unremarkable life, ending in the jaws of a wolf. But Rudolf did not have an unremarkable beginning. Rudolf was born to great things, great and terrible things. For as he emerged from his mother's womb, his proboscis shone with a terrible crimson radiation. The folk of his village were a superstitious lot. The midwife turned away in horror. The peasants gabbled among themselves. What could this mean? Or what was it an omen? Had Rudolph's mother slept with a jackal? Had she fornicated with Mephistopheles, the prince of lies, to bring forth Leviathan 666, the harbinger of the Antichrist? They debated among themselves, drive Rudolph out of the village with torches and pitchforks, or just ignore it and hope that the entire thing drifts away like the leaves of autumn. being an inert sort, serfdom was in their blood. They chose the latter path. And Rudolph was allowed to stay in the town. Not that that was a great honor for him, for as he grew into childhood and adolescence, he was shunned and eschewed by the others. They would not let Rudolph take part in their idiotic reindeer diversions. But what cared Rudolph for skittering about the frozen pond, kicking a pine cone between their clumsy hooves? No, Rudolph knew that he was born for greater things. He did not yet understand the shape of his destiny or when it would arrive, but he knew it lay beyond the black paces, the leagues of shadows, over the horizon in a golden dawn. And that dawn did arrive in the form of an evening. The night before Christmas. The weather in North Central Europe was terrible. The air was full, clogged with humidity, clouds that load close to the ground, carbon particulates, the byproduct of a proliferation of smokestack industries, strangled the air. In aviationary terms, the ceiling was zero. No animal or man-made device could possibly fly. To fly would be the act of a madman or a suicide. There was one who could not take this verdict of history. There was one who must go aloft this night. The one whose name is an anagram of Satan himself. The one in red. The one who sat atop a throne of power and wealth, but whose power and wealth was derived from the distribution of trinkets to mollify his hordes of worshippers. For Santa Claus understood what every clergyman and dictator understands, that if you own the heart and mind of a child under 6, you own them forever. And Chris Kringle was unwilling to give up his power and wealth. He had to do something, but what to do? It was impossible. There was no option except the unthinkable, the unpalatable, the unimaginable. His stomach turned and filled with bile at the very thought, but he had to do it. He had to do it or give up his throne. And so he approached his old adversary. Hello, Rudolph. How are you doing? Muscular in the shoulders there. I wanted to have a word with you. I understand. We have not always seen eye to eye. We've had our little misunderstandings. I know how it is, but time changes. I have to ask you a favor, Rudolph. Just a little thing, not something. Rudolph, please, listen to me. Rudolph, don't look at me like that. Rudolph, don't turn your back on me. Rudolph, I'm on my knees. I'm begging you, Rudolph, please, Rudolph, don't make it hold that back. Well. Suddenly, I'm very popular around here. Suddenly, everyone who wants a piece of Rudolph Rotschnauz. Say it. You said it behind my back for years. Say it to my face. Look at my proboscis. You could even say it close. Couldn't you? Oh, get off your knees, old man. You're blubbering like a child. Disgusting. I will grant you this boon you wish. I will give you this favor, but don't you dare offer me one of your trinkets. I would not take a single sterile Scandinavian woodblock toy from you for this. I will do you this favor, filthy old man, only so that you will understand finally that among you has walked all of these years one far more noble than ever you could have imagined. Now yoke me up before I tell Mrs. Claus what you do in the workshop. And so the sled was arrayed, and up they went into the lower atmosphere, into the stratosphere, the ionosphere, higher and higher and faster they went on their appointed rounds like Valkyries, like tormented demons, until every last bauble was delivered to the waiting throng. They settled down and the iron railings were white hot, and Rudolph walked away from the sled, never to return. He took a fashionable apartment flat in Berlin, surrounding himself with glittering friends who had amusing anecdotes and delightful laughter, pretty people, the occasional dabblings in expensive narcotics, and an erotic entanglement here and there. He lived. You know, they say at Rudolph's autopsy that his brain was 10 times the mass of Isaac Newton. It's true. It's true. This Christmas Eve I will celebrate the way I celebrate everyone since my friend passed from us. I go to his grave. Ah, Rudolph, Rudolph. Your nose shone so brightly, yet it could never illuminate the blackness of ignorance which you found around you. And so you did the only thing that you possibly could do in the circumstances, Rudolph. You lived! And to all of you ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, that is my benediction for this holiday season. Whatever you do, go forth and live. Dankeschön.
Yeah, let's give it up for Gregor of Berlin, everybody. So glad you could be a part of the show this year. It's always a pleasure to have you. Okay, next up, we have one of my personal favorite performers. Met her a couple years back at the open mic downstairs, right here at Under St. Mark's Theater. I know she's performed all over New York City. She's incredibly talented, mega funny, and might I say, super hot. Let's welcome to the stage, Destiny Dunkel.
Hello. I'll give you all a moment to take me in. And I'll take you in. So I don't really have material about the holidays. The most I have to say about Christmas is that I wake up most days feeling like I ruined it. So Christmas and I aren't that close anymore, but I thought I'll just do a set dressed as Christmas, and here we are. So the first song that I would like to do for you is a song that I wrote for, I think, one of the world's greatest unsung heroes, the used tampon. And she shows up on my doorstep every now and then, and I'm like, whoa, look what Santa brought me. Or, you know, maybe I have a secret admirer. My stalker just won't leave me alone. But so I wrote her a song. It goes like this. Oh my God, is that roadkill or just a woman over 40? Wait, no, it's her. Used tampon. She spent her life trapped in a box and then another box. But now she's catching sunlight. We're not so different, she and I. When folks pass by, they stop and stare and say, juicy. Used tampon, daughter of the streets. Used tampon, baby, you're like me. Nobody likes you, especially not the bitch that you fell out of. Me and my dirty secret plan to show the world. Just spread your wings and one day maybe your unrequited crush from 8th grade will comment on one of your comedy videos to say, you're a little sex freak, I can tell. She's dancing on the beach and on the subway floor. She's on the lid of a trash can specifically designated for tampons in the bathroom, not in the trash can, just on the trash can, not even wrapped in any kind of toilet paper or something. It's like, were you kidnapped in the middle of changing your tampon? What kind of person doesn't wrap their shit if you're not going to throw it in the receptacle that's literally designed for this exact purpose? It's like when you're talking to your mother about systemic racism and she's like, systemic racism isn't a thing. That's just what they want you to think to perpetuate civil unrest for income. And it's like, you're so close to having the right idea. You're almost there. And that's where you had actually the wrongest idea, you silly twat. Use tampons. So close and yet so far. Just goes to show ya right and wrong aren't always clear, except in this instance. Throw away your tampon. We're all tampons in the eyes of the government. So just surrender to the void and paint the town red. Use tampon, savory and sweet. Use tampon, baby, you're like me, full of sin and sadness. But I can tell you to a stranger on the internet. Just kidding, you're too old now. Use tampon, who's missing you at night? No one. Use tampon, can I make you mine? What? And how did you come to be so not sure that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's was his nose really a light, or did he just have his red wings? So I don't know how much of a musical theater crowd we are here, because I can't see you, but in all of the quintessential classic musicals, at some point there is a woman on a hill in a bonnet singing about the joys of domestic violence as written by a white man. And this is how that song goes. The folks in town all tell me I should leave, and I may not know a lot about most things, but I do know this: he's different. My friends all call it abuse, but I call it exactly what I deserve. And maybe I'm just a fool in love, or maybe there's a tumor pressing on my brain, but I think it's just so sweet the way he controls everything I say, wear, and do. And he doesn't just buy me flowers, sometimes he hits me with them. He just loves me too much, wet or dry, rain or shine, and he never lets me forget what a dumb bitch I am. He brings a Stockholm out of me. We may not see eye to black eye, I am his doormat day and night. He brings a Stockholm out of me. He has me dancing on eggshells all the time. He says I'm lucky he loves me because I'm an ugly slut. He puts the shine in the shiner, so I'll stay by his side till I'm free or he dies. As long as he beats me.
Your next performer and I have spent many Christmases together in prison. Nobody is more popular in Women's Cell Block 1138 than your next performer. Please welcome Mike Milazzo.
Hi, Jillian and Debbie. Thank you guys for having me. Happy holidays to everybody out there in the internet land. I hope you guys are all safe and cuddled up by the fire on this wonderful Christmas Eve. So this is a couple of songs. I'm going to do one of my own, and it's Christmas time is coming. At least that's what I call it. Christmas time is coming, and people are going caroling. And even though I'm feeling down today, I'll go anyway. Christmas bells are ringing, so I must go on singing, even though it's freezing heart. Looking at the children, magic in their eyes. They believe, why can't I? I'm standing with my neighbors. Once they were strangers, now we sing along and we smile. Yeah, looking at the children, magic in their eyes. They believe, why can't I? they were strangers, now we sing along and we smile. Yeah, well, if Christmas time is coming and people are going caroling, even though you're feeling sad and lonely, you should go anyway. 'Cause 'tis the season to be jolly. You should deck your heart with boughs of holly. All right. Thank you. All right. This song is one that's a little more familiar to you folks, and a traditional song about, well, you know this one. If you know it at home, sing along. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeers love him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Guys, thank you very much and have a great holiday.
Mike Milazzo, everybody. Let's give him some more love, shall we? I love that guy. You should love him too. You know, I happen to have a couple of his albums sitting right over here at Under St. Mark's Theater. If you're interested in purchasing it, get in contact with me. I'll sell it to you. I'll pocket the cash. Just kidding. I'll give it to Mike. But you should buy his albums because they're awesome. Mike is awesome. Next up to the stage, we have a returning performer from last year. I'm so glad he could grace us with his presence again this year. If you've never seen him do a death drop, it's awesome. He seriously injures himself for our entertainment, and it's hilarious. Can we please welcome the fantastically fabulous Dylan Adler.
Hi everyone, my name is Dylan. I'm going to be doing some musical comedy. I'm really happy to be a part of the show, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Happy holidays. I'm going to start off with a song about coronavirus. Here we go. Oh, also I forgot, 3 months ago I was attacked on the street in New York by a white supremacist. That's not a lie. Let's do this. I'll unpack it later. My corona, I'll unpack it, it's a true story. My corona, everyone is freaking out, including me, over the exponential growth of my corona. When I go out to get groceries or Purell, people look at me like I am walking corona. Fuck you all, cough in your mouth, racist, okay? 3 months ago, I was attacked on the street by a white supremacist. It fucked me up also. 6 feet, dumbass, 6 feet! He wasn't wearing a mask, and he was ugly and white. Before quarantine, a gay Asian on Grindr got the message, no corona and no rice. It was definitely from a white gay. White gays are the worst, right, Mark? One time I went on a date with a white gay. He was like, I have a samurai costume. I'd love to see you put it on. And then he talked to me about studying Japanese in college and about internment. I hope he gets corona. I hope he gets corona in the ass. Also, I feel like I've always just gotten the stink eye from old white guys. They look at me like I am an enemy from war, and they look at me like I'm the reason why their grandson didn't get into UC Berkeley. It's like, your grandson didn't get into UC Berkeley because he's a lazy piece of shit. My corona. 1.0 GPA. Thank you. So, yes, that's the first song. It's true, I was attacked by this crazy white guy in New York. It kind of fucked me up, but if you follow me on Instagram at @DylanAdler_, it'll take the pain away. Thank you. You don't have to, it's just, thank you. I'm gonna do some quick impressions. This is if Lin-Manuel Miranda, the writer of Hamilton, were in quarantine. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Shit, I forgot to pure out the piano, fuck! Okay, this is if the English band, The Cure, were in quarantine. Monday I will masturbate, and Tuesday I will masturbate, and Thursday I'll switch it up and watch anime, then I'll answer an email from my mom. Oh my god, I became a top for that character. How deep my... Okay, this last one, this is if Joe Exotic of the Tiger King, this is if Joe Exotic actually covered his own songs.
I saw a tiger, now I understand. Jeff Lowe is a small man, Joe Exotic 2042.
Okay, that one needs work, but art is never finished, right? Also, did anyone happen to see Mulan? We saw, me and my mom saw Mulan, and my mom, her response was like, Asians don't hug that much. This is kind of weird. So it was definitely the creative team was all white. The cast was Asian, but the creative team was white. We need to do better. Oh, this is my impression, though, of, in the animated film, they didn't have this in the live action. This is the Emperor's gay advisor, my impression of him.
So, who else got a boner when the Hun just popped out of the snow?
Okay, that's him. So I'm gonna do another thing. Before quarantine, I really miss seeing shows, and I love musical theater so much. And I saw this show where, you know how in a musical, there's always kind of like a ramp up. There's like a lead-in into a song. With like music underscoring, but for this particular song, the lead into the song was taking forever, and I just kind of want to replicate that moment for you guys. This is what it was like.
I know exactly why you're here, Mr. Bernstein. You want to break me down. You want to see my stage career hit the dust. Well, guess what? I'm never going to stop. There's a storm coming your way. And it's called Hurricane Dupree. The forecast, heavy rain coming your way. You got your raincoat. I've got my raincoat. I'm all bundled up like a pancake. Because Christmas is coming and the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny and give it to me. I'm poor, but that don't mean I'm not going to make it. Carol Burnett was my mother and my father was a playbill. You better believe it. I'm going to make it even though my pharmacist gave me the wrong pills yesterday. She said, those are your pills. I was like, those are not my pills. She said, those are your pills. And I was like, I think I know what my pills look like. And those are not my pills. And why are you wearing a lab coat? It's not like there's any science going on back there at CVS. And she said, fuck you. And I said, fuck you. I'm gonna make it in New York City. You better believe it.
I have a dream, so... Thank you. That's actually a musical about Imperial Japan. Check it out. I also, at the school that I went to, Mark and I went to the same school. I saw a lot of like student-written musicals, and I saw this one student-written musical that was about football, and I feel like the writer of the musical, much like myself, didn't know much about football. So I am gonna try to replicate a number from the football musical. I am playing the star quarterback. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's play some ball. When I'm on the field, I feel strong. Hike, hike, touchdown. I run past the line of scrimmage. I hear the fans applaud, but no one seems to know what it's like in my cleats. Whoa. Did I just concuss? Not again. Life is a game, that game is football. Make a play, catch the ball, paint your face, spank a butt. Life is a game, that game is football. Oh no! Fumble. My God, fumble.
Yay! Dylan Adler, everybody. Keep the love going for Dylan Adler. Thank you so much for doing our show again this year, man. You're awesome, and we love you. Mwah. Okay, it's that time, you guys. We're at the end of our show, and it's time for our featured performers. I can't tell you how excited I am that both of these folks managed to take time out of their crazy hectic writing schedules to do this show. I've known Keisha for well over a decade. She's one of my best friends on the planet, and her husband, Andrew, I met at least 7 years ago, and he's become a great friend as well. I'm so excited that they're able to perform for us tonight. From LA, we've got Andrew Kimler and Keisha Zollar.
Hi, Merry Holidays.
And whatever you celebrate. We are so honored to be spending this time together. Well, not physically together because we're in isolation together.
Why are we in isolation?
Quarantine and 2020, the pandemic.
Right.
You know, it's like the 1918 pandemic, but not. And you know what? Those are all things we're worrying about and hopefully leaving in this dumpster fire of a fucking trash year.
It was a pretty bad year top to bottom. Like we lost James Lipton this year.
We lost our dog this year.
Yeah, but there was a couple of bright spots, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Like, yeah, we had the chance to make some comedy and, you know, art. And we're so happy other people are making art, and we wanted to showcase some of our sketches to you.
Yeah, we had the honor of working on the Paid Family Leave program, which seeks to bring attention to the desperate need of Americans to finally have paid family leave.
That means if someone gets sick or someone dies, you get to get paid to take off to deal with all of that. What a concept.
We're one of only 2 countries in the world that doesn't offer paid family leave. It's us
and Papua New Guinea.
That's it.
That's it. Everyone else gets to process this a little bit better because they have infrastructure. What the fuck is that in this country?
Can you imagine living in New Zealand right now?
That's besides the point. So we wanted to share a couple of sketches about paid family leave.
Good night, sweetheart.
Time for your favorite book.
If you give a mouse a sick day, he'll want 9 more with rollover potential. If you give the mouse rollover potential, he's just going to want paid family leave.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Shh. It is now. And if you give him paid family leave, he's going to want to include taking care of his cheesy old grandpa mouse. And if you give that greedy little mouse benefits, he's going to want to take a lunch break.
Wasn't this book about cookies?
Yeah. If you give that lazy government teat-sucking mouse a cookie break, then he's just going to want a snack cabinet to escape from the drudgery of the rat race. And if you give that irresponsible, non-bootstrapping mouse the snack cabinet, then all the mice in his state will want a snack cabinet. Then all the mice in the country will want a snack cabinet. Then before you know it, our entire country has a mouse problem.
If you give every mouse a snack cabinet, they'll demand safe working conditions so they don't get their ugly little tails caught in factory gears, and then they'll demand workers' comp.
If you give them workers' comp, then they'll have the time and means to realize that capitalism is built on cheap, disposable, exploitable labor.
Well, it's past my bedtime, so I'm just gonna, go to sleep now.
If they realize capitalism is built on cheap, disposable, exploitable labor, they'll organize the other mouse into a labor union and take away your profits from your investors, and then we won't be able to buy you cute little books like this!
So the next time that your nanny asks, you can tell her that this is why she can never, ever, ever take a sick day.
Profits over people, sweetie!
Can we just read something else?
Fat Cat in the Hat?
The Taking Tree.
Oh, I know. Atlas Shrugged. My favorite.
That was a sketch we made.
That was so fun. You know what would be better?
We have the money. It's all of our savings.
Please keep Sally safe. Meet me at the drop point in 20 minutes!
Did you say 20 minutes? That's not gonna work for us.
Are you kidding me? I've got your kid, lady. You do not want to F with me.
I just started a new job and I can't rock the boat.
Take a sick day.
Taking time off makes you look less dedicated, and they punish you for it.
That's how you get everyone else sick. Businesses can't do that.
Hey, I'll do it. Have you never worked in an office?
No.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no. Kidnapper, yeah.
You're right.
Long hours, but it's very rewarding.
Oh, hon, do you think you could grab her?
No, I can't get off of my shift on such short notice. Oh, it's one of those jobs. Yeah, those were impossible to get out of. Wow. Well, there's really no point in me keeping your kid if you're not going to pay the ransom. So, why don't I just bring her back to you? We'll call this a mulligan.
Oh, okay. Actually, she has a doctor's appointment, and it would be great if you could take her. They're impossible to reschedule.
Ah, fine. This whole system is broken. Sorry, not mad at you. Redirecting my anger at the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Okay. Have a great day at school, Sally.
Sally, be nice to the kidnapper. I love you. Bye. Hey, kid. What school did you say you go to again?
PS 119.
Oh, yeah, PS 118. I kidnap a lot of kids from there.
I know.
And those were 2 sketches about paid family leave. You should really learn more about it. We have to fight for our rights all the time.
Yeah, we're passionate about more than just paid family leave, though. We are also relationship gurus because we're married and we think we know how to tell people how to live their lives.
Andrew, stop.
I can't.
We're not legally allowed to tell people what to do, but we did answer a letter.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Do you have room?
I do have her.
Okay.
I'm trying to be close to you.
All right, that's okay.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're married.
Yeah, to each other. You should tell them we're married to each other. Otherwise, they're going to think we're married to other people.
We wanted to answer some of your relationship questions. We get questions all the time.
All the time.
You guys look like you're so in love.
How do you guys keep the marriage alive? Things like that.
How do you live in a studio apartment during the
quarantine?
Yeah. To that question, where did you...
I've got it right here. Dear Keisha and Andrew.
Well, who's it from?
Oh, Horny at Home. Dear Keisha and Andrew, just before going into coronavirus quarantine, I made out with one of my friends and we never got to figure out what we were. Now that we've all been sequestered alone, we've started video chatting, but he wants to turn our video chat sessions sexual.
Ooh.
Just let me.
Yeah, I'm reacting.
Yeah. How can I trust that he won't record them? Is this moving too fast? Am I just lonely because I haven't had human contact in half a month? Please tell me what to do.
Stop you right there. I mean, why would you trust a man? I'm just kidding. You can trust men, but that was a joke.
Please tell me what to do. I'm bouncing off the walls. Signed, Horny at Home.
Totally understand how hard it is to be on the dating scene. It's
Do
not
you? Wait, how would you know what it's like to be on the dating scene? We've been married for 5 years.
Dating is hard. Marriage is hard. Relationships are hard.
Yeah,
Anyway.
are. Like all relationships, be they, with friends, romantic partners, spouses, you need to take
family.
It's
I
okay.
have something in my hand.
Yeah, I know you're not used to making points, but this is what they sound like. When you're talking, building a relationship, it's important to take things one step at a time and build on them for you to take right
a
up
white
front.
man wants to explain how everything works. Horny at home. I totally understand how hard it is to have physical distance from somebody, but that doesn't mean you have to have emotional distance, because clearly there was some interest and you can still pursue intimacy even if you're not in the same room.
Maybe you should stop bragging about the fact that you get to have some alone time in the midst of all this, because all of us, we don't all get that.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Sometimes you end up alone with somebody and you think about all the mistakes you've made, especially the mistakes they've made. Then you think you're stuck.
Some people don't make mistakes. Some people are perfect and they can't make mistakes. And no matter what you tell them, they just snap back at you and let you know that nothing they did was ever wrong. And, sometimes it's just the life you chose. You don't know who you're going to be locked up with.
God, if he didn't fuck so well.
We ran out of condoms 2 days ago.
You want to just dry hump?
Yeah, let's try.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. We hope 2021 is better for you and all the people you loved than 2020 was.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar.
Yeah, very low bar. Andrew taught me something while we were off screen. I learned about Dominic the donkey.
Yeah, it's an important part of Italian-American cultural heritage. And if you're from the Northeast, you've probably heard of it. Keisha's not, so she hadn't.
We're going to take a listen. Andrew's two things. He's both Jewish and Italian.
That's called white privilege. Have a great 2021, everyone.
Sure is.
Hey, jingity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. La 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 la. Santa's got a little friend. His name is Dominic. The cutest little donkey, you never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be. Because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. La 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 la. Jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the Mayor's Derby on top of Dominic's head. A pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says they're made in Brooklyn. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. La 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 la. Children sing and clap their hands and Dominic starts to dance. They talk Italian to him and he even understands. Kumaras and kumbaras too, they dance ad arandel. When Santa Nicola comes to town and brings Ujucharil. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, Dominic, buon Natale.
Hi,
That was
give it
incredible.
up for Andrew and Keisha.
That was incredible. I didn't know anything about Dominic the Christmas donkey.
Me neither. My parents are from England. It's just get drunk, eat mince pies. I feel so bad. We couldn't get Debbie's picture back. We weren't sure if she'd come back. So I'm already in my pajamas. I'm screaming at the tech director in the next room because he put me on during that and I didn't want to be on. I'm not well lit, but I get to see Debbie and say goodnight to Debbie. Debbie, what did you want to say?
Good night, Jillian. Thanks so much for doing this show with me tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Who else do we need to thank?
We need to thank a lot of people. We got to thank Era Ziv and Frigid New York for continuing to provide a platform to artists during a fucking pandemic.
Yes. Who else?
They're wonderful.
And then we got to
well, all of our
Emily.
performers. Thank you so much for everybody who came. Thank you to Emily from our office.
everyone who's watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's give it up for our tech director, Rob Dubb, who is not going to get anything but a lump of coal in his stocking for putting me on for this moment when I was not ready. So thank you, everybody. And we hope to see you next year back in a theater.
Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas.
Stay safe and wear masks.
Yes, wear your masks. Oh, wear your masks. It's my Nightmare Before Christmas mask. Good night.